What's up, y'all?
John Boyle, you have a question for KJ Wright?
I do. KJ, your defense now, it's been a few weeks, probably going back to about week 10 where you guys seem to be getting better every week. Just what's clicked for you guys? How good do you feel about the way you're playing going into these final few games?
Yeah, these last few weeks have been excellent. We're just playing really good team ball. The communication is on point. The eliminating explosive plays have been on point, and we just really playing together. I just love the way that we have our Saturday night meetings where we all just talk about what's our assignment, what's expected of your position when the play is called. And so it's looking really good, and we just got to continue. It's going to be important down this last stretch as we head into the playoffs that we just keep this chemistry going.
Greg Bell.
Hi, KJ. We all wrote about the meeting before. I think it was the Arizona game. Was that the start, and you guys have just done it every week since?
Yeah, I believe that it's just when you hear guys talk, you hear guys understand what's expected of them, that just starts to build a connection, it just builds the chemistry. And so I personally love it. I think the guys love it. And you can just feel the energy start to connect with one another the night before the game. And so it's definitely showing up on Sundays. When you got 3 points, that looks really good. And so we got to keep it going. Got Washington next week, and so got to finish strong.
How much does Puna Ford owe you for breaking up your interception?
When it first happened, I was like, I messed Puna up. But I went and looked at the replay. It was kind of like we was both there at the same time. So I don't feel as bad as I did during the game. But two guys going for the ball, and Puna's like, Unc. He called me Unc. He's like, Unc, that would have been my first interception. So, next week we got to make sure it happens for him.
Thank you.
Bob Condotta.
Hey, KJ. The way you lost, the team lost last week to the Giants, there's a lot of panic among the fan base and stuff like that, at least. How did you guys take that as players? Was there any really wanting to try to get back and make sure you don't, take these guys lightly or anything like that? Or?
Yeah, whether you win or lose, you got to just make sure you respond. And this team, we know how to handle losses. We know how to handle wins. And so we got back to the drawing board. Nobody got to point fingers or blaming one another. We bounced back, and we bounced back against a Jets team. And so whether you win or lose, you got to make sure you stay consistent, understand you got to keep the same process, and just got to finish.
Michael Sean.
Hey, KJ, Pete says he's really encouraged by how consistent you guys have been in the last, I don't know how many weeks. Is that the thing that stands out to you most as well?
Yeah, man, it's something we preach every drive we go out there, every play we're out there communicating, and consistent teams, they tend to separate themselves, in December. And so we got to keep it going. This team is just full of great leadership. This team is hungry, and we clicking at the right time. And so perfect timing. We just got to make sure we keep it going and, head to these playoffs.
Now, you played with some great DBs in your career. How unique is it just to see Jamal get sacks the way he does?
That's impressive, man. It's just got the game ball after the game, and to break an NFL record that's never been done before with 3 games left, it's just, it's amazing to just be by his side and to play with him. He's a guy that works his tail off, and I'm so glad that he's on our team. And so he's just getting started, and I'm extremely happy for him.
Thanks.
Curtis Crabtree.
Yeah, KJ, I know you guys believed you had more in the tank defensively, but they're sitting there at midseason when you guys were, on pace to have the worst pass defense of all time and such, to come to the point where you are now, the last 4 or 5 games. How sweet is it, and how big a stride forward is it for you guys?
Yeah, as you saw, it was rough in the beginning. It was rough. We all felt it, and we got it corrected. Hats off to Coach Carroll for, his leadership and addressing it, and Coach Dorian addressing things and just putting us in position to be successful. And so we figured it out, and we got to know that we got to eliminate these explosive plays, put the ball down in the middle to where we can just force up and rally and tackle it. And we got back to Seahawks football. And so, like I said, when bad things happen, we have great leadership in this building to where we get things figured out, and we got to keep it going.
Brady Henderson.
KJ, how's the move to strong side linebacker going? I know you would prefer to play weak side, but how's it going on the other side?
You know what? I've made a few plays tonight, so and I've been making a few plays all season, and so it's going good. It's going good. I'm definitely showing my versatility. Been playing Will my whole life. Play Sam on first and second down, go to Will on third down, and so I'm making it happen. It's going good.
along similar lines, I think you said when you signed your last contract that you would get to 10 years and then you would evaluate what's next. With the way that you're playing and with as healthy as you seem to be, do you allow yourself to get a head start on thinking beyond this year?
That's a tough question, but yeah, I got my goal, man. I'm playing really good, and so when this happens, I'm gonna sit back and see what's next for me. But as of now, I'm looking really good. So I'm pretty happy that year 10 is going in the right direction.
Thanks.
AJ McCord.
Hey, KJ. So you talked about this just a little bit, but you've been on some really good defenses, and it seems like no matter the team, no matter the sport, accountability is one of the things that makes a team really elite. How much do you think the accountability has been enhanced in these meetings that you guys are having, and who sort of led the charge on making sure that that accountability happened?
Yeah, well, Norton led the charge, and he led it by just, hey, guys, what do you have in this particular defense? What are you thinking in this defense? Tell us what you're thinking when the Jets come out in 11 personnel. And just hearing guys just speak and talk, and guys are on it. Guys know what they're doing. Guys are just confident, and you can just see that when we step on the football field, I know that the man beside me knows what is going on. And so that just builds that trust, and that just builds that accountability. And when we see it on the football field, we just, great job. We knew that was coming. And so hats off to Coach Norton, the way that he puts us in position to, first of all, just speak in public and just share with your teammates. And then when it happens on the football field, we already spoken into existence.
And when that happens on the football field, how much more does it get guys to want to invest and buy in fully to this idea?
Yeah, guys are doing it. Guys are doing it. They can see that it's happening. It's happening, and it's coming to life. And I trust every man out there on the football field because I've heard them speak on what their assignment is and what the opponents go do to us. And so it's going good, and we just got to make sure we keep it going.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last one for KJ, Masvita.
Hey, KJ, on the accountability, how much of the messaging is about you have to do it Monday to Sunday? You just don't walk on, on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, guys know that, man. You win the football game throughout the week. You don't win the football on Sunday. You do win the football game on Sunday, but you got to put yourself in position to be successful. And guys understand that film study. Guys understand that if you don't know what's going on, and when you get to speaking, it's going to show. And so it's just making sure guys are accountable, guys are preparing. You got to learn how to be a pro as soon as you get into this league. And so it starts with taking care of your body. It starts with film study. And it starts with just being a really good teammate and being, successful out there on the football field.
So when guys are calling you uncle, is that you old or that's just respect?
It's a combination. They started calling me Unc about 3 years ago. I'm like, oh, my goodness. But, I'll take it. It's a respect thing.
Thanks.
Thank you, KJ.
All right, thank y'all.